with the Facebook
button. Oh yeah,
it hasn't went through. All right,
Oh,
play a little something first.
Yeah, go for it.
Before
Go.
we go get started. Here it is.
Yeah.
This one has been removed. You shouldn't go in here.
Yeah.
So weird. It's so weird seeing that.
Blast from the past. An oldie but a goodie. Yeah, you saw
Yeah,
a
there
little
you
bit
go.
of footage in there that looks a little familiar, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. So anyhow, welcome to the Hamityville Horror. I'm Clint.
I'm Don.
And we are joined with a few special guests. We have one, Mr. Jason Pitts, who is a director, writer, actor.
Here and there, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I think you can say that now.
Yeah, we can say that now.
Yeah, I saw something about Heart of Ice. Did a little Batman thing on YouTube there. Played Mr. Freeze, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Mr. Victor Freeze.
Yeah, was that a lot of fun?
Oh, I had a blast doing it. It was my first role on camera, on screen. And the makeup took some time. But I seeing that side of a set was really cool. Just not being able to I'm not saying that the actors have it easy, because they don't. But I always go onto set as a director or a producer, and there's just I find myself not being able to kind of enjoy it, very much in the moment. But being an actor on that side, I didn't have the stress of having to know what everyone is doing, and I was just able to just kind of kick back, focus on my thing, and really enjoy it. And
wow.
So it was an awesome experience. I really liked it.
Cool. Do you feel like you surpassed Arnold Schwarzenegger's performance?
Oh, yes. That was
that doesn't take much at all.
No.
What?
Not saying anything about you, just saying that doesn't take much at all.
When I heard that Will Reed was doing the Batman fan film, and that the main villain was going to be Mr. Freeze, I asked him, I was like, "Hey, do you have somebody playing him yet?" And he's all like, "No, do you know somebody?" And I was like, "Well, just looking at it, I'm not saying I can do good, but just looking at it from a director / casting director standpoint, I have a pretty good look for him." And he's all like, "Yeah, let's do it." And I was like, "I'll make you one promise. I'll be better than Arnold was."
I mean, again,
that was my only promise I made.
I didn't hear chill out. I didn't hear any of that.
Chill out.
None of that.
So you automatically 100% better than Arnold.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's doing well. It's almost to 100,000 views on YouTube. So
that's fantastic.
Yeah. Congrats to Will for that project. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's a lot of views.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Not quite as many as Voorhees Night of the Beast.
Not quite. It's getting there.
But
Voorhees, I think, is about 620,000 views.
That's still pretty. I mean, that's still amazing. I mean,
Facebook put a lock on, like a child protected thing, so you have to go do an extra step to watch it. Like when it pops up, it's like, yes, I'm 17 or older. And when it did that, the views just just really dropped. The frequency of them. So that happened about 4 months ago, and it had already hit 600,000 when that happened, and in about 4 months it's gotten maybe 5,000 views.
So you feel like
before it was really cranking.
Yeah. So
but it's really
plateaued a bit. I got you. That's a shame.
Can't imagine why. There's just one kill in there that pretty much pushes that to the NC-17 mark.
Yeah, I think somebody might have flagged it or something though.
Oh, that could be. Yeah.
Bunch of
and to go around the circle, we got Marilyn Knapp down here. How you doing?
Great. Happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah. You You've been retired for a little while now, haven't you?
Since first of the year. Yep.
Since the first of the year.
Yeah.
And I think the last thing that I remember seeing you in was When the Stairs Creak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, have you been doing things since then and I've just not been seeing them?
Well, Jason and I and several other people did a 72-hour film challenge, and that's called Take It Slow. And yeah. And it turned out wonderful. And been doing that. Some auditions, but it's been kind of slow right now. Hopefully it'll be picking up again.
Yeah. Well, are you enjoying being able to focus on the acting craft full time now?
Absolutely. And I can do it. I don't have to worry about work, any conflicts like that. And yeah, absolutely love it.
Yeah. So I guess we'll come back to the current project here in a minute. I want to take a minute to talk to Mr. Vuha over here. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, get the newcomer.
Doing good. Yeah, this is my first project with Jason. I mean, I've engaged with Jason and other things, but this is my first acting gig with him. I'm pretty excited about this. I like his other work. I thought, you know what, I'm going to get in on this one. So
yeah. There's a lot of free work to see on YouTube. Which I was kind of diving into that earlier in the week because I was like, I need to remember some of the things that I've forgotten. So, so how long have you been in the acting thing, Vu?
I've been doing it since about 2019, so it's only been a few years. And mostly a lot of just like background work, and it's a small minor one-liners here and there. I did have my first project was a Vietnam War movie called Love and Country that filmed in Northwest Arkansas, and I played a Buddhist monk in that one. And I'm going to plug something real quick here. I'm actually going to be in Van Buren tomorrow, and they're doing a special screening of it at the King Opera Theater. And then I'm going to sit in a panel afterwards, and we're going to do a little discussion afterwards. But that was my first project. I really loved that one. I liked my role as one of those for a first-time movie. Being able to be a monk who's actually having a lot of lines, I was like really excited about it. So, but that's what got started, and since then I've been wanting to do more. So I've been just working it wherever I can.
That's awesome. Well, I kind of want to dive into the topic at hand, which of course is a film that you guys are getting really geared up to do. Jason, you've been working on getting funding. You've got a script. I've seen it, and
We've
of course
read it.
You can get a copy of this on Amazon if you want to help out with paying for the film. It's only $10. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You got $10. Go get it.
You got $10.
Yeah. So I did give that a read, and I liked it quite a bit. And I don't know how much you want to say about it, other than it's about a cult. Yeah.
It's a demon cult movie. We can go over the setup. The main character, her name is Chloe. Her father or stepfather is named Ken, and they're both dealing with the disappearance of the mother/wife. And she just like walked out the door one day and hasn't been seen. Nobody knows where she went or anything like that. And so both Chloe and her dad or stepdad Ken are dealing with this gaping hole that her disappearance has left in them and in their lives. On some level, they kind of blame each other for her leaving and her disappearance. But they both kind of want to find her and want to know what happened to her. And one day a lead comes across their table, and that journey leads them on a collision course with a demon cult. So that's pretty much all I want to give.
Okay, I got you.
Chloe does have she has a support system. Ava, it's her lover, and she really has helped Chloe during this time of her life since her mom disappeared. That's pretty important too.
Yeah, I gathered that from the script. If you get your own copy of it, you can read it, and then you'll know too. Let me throw
we're gonna plug
comment out here.
night.
Hey,
Peter Anthony.
Peter Anthony.
Yeah. Yep. In the middle of working on his current laugh project.
Yeah,
Always
that
takes
looks
a minute to
great.
stop in. How's it going, man? So, Jason,
Yes.
your inspiration for this. Can I assume you've been in a cult?
No.
No? That's
Dude,
not happened?
extreme.
Okay. I'm just curious. Just curious. I mean, I believe you. You know, but
He's going to start his own cult with those
Yeah.
hats. I know it because have you
Yes.
seen the collection going on now? That's it's getting insane now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have
See?
11 of them.
Look,
Wow.
look, he's already converted him. See?
Are they all different colors? Or are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
here,
not.
hold on.
It's not like Ernest, where you got like a whole bunch of the same thing.
My
you know?
wife got me a hat rack. She's all
Okay.
like, I'm tired of these things piling up. And it's hanging on the wall.
Wow.
This
Nice.
is how it begins.
And like one fell off. Sorry. So,
Oh man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who's got his on now? He's already collected him. So Marilyn will go get hers here in a second, I'm sure.
I gotta go get one. I do. Yep.
Jesus.
Yep,
That's the cult.
Mhm.
Yeah, so my inspiration, I was driving to work one day, and my commute is an hour from my house to my job, one way and an hour back. So I have a lot of thinking time while I'm driving. But I don't know. I just the idea just came to me. Like it's kind of inspired by like The Omen and Hereditary kind of mixed together. That's kind of the feel that I'm going for. There's a particular scene in the script that was the core image that everything just kind of grew out of. And on that first drive, that image just kind of popped in my head. And by the time I got to work, I had most of the story
Kind of
planned
mapped out.
yeah. And then I started working on the theme, which is sacrifice. I love to build my stories around themes.
Okay.
Like Alone, Masquerade, even Voorhees, they all have a theme. This one is no different, and this one is sacrifice. And I called James Stokes when I got to work, and I kind of went through it with him, and he's like, dude, this is awesome. I love it. He was always Ken, and Olivia was always Ava. Then we started casting everybody else after the script that you have is the second draft.
Okay.
Over the past weekend, Charlie Brady and I just finished the fourth draft.
Okay.
It's now locked. That's what we're going to shoot.
Okay.
So the final version does have a few changes from what you read.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask that if there was any major variations, because I figured this probably wasn't what you were going to settle on, just because you always have ideas leading up to a project, and maybe this was an early draft and you want to kind of fine tune a couple of things or add something or take something out.
Yeah, when we finished that second draft, I just on a whim I entered a few screenwriting competitions. I did not intend to publish it.
Okay.
And like the 13horror.com competition, one of their prizes for being a finalist is that they publish your script on Amazon. And we became a finalist. And so they did all that. I was like, okay, yeah, I guess we're doing this. But I didn't intend originally to have it published. But since it is, why not?
Yeah, no, that's a happy side effect.
It's a cool prize, right? Like,
Yeah,
you can get published.
For sure.
And I do believe that you can go into Barnes and Nobles, and it's on the shelf in Barnes and Nobles as well.
That's cool. That's really cool. Now, did they give you a X number that they were going to print and put up, and when they're done, they're done? Or
I think it's like I think they are printing them as ordered. Like I ordered mine, and it was printed and at my house like within 3 days.
Oh,
wow!
I noticed that it came from like Austin, which isn't too far from me.
No, I guess not.
But yeah,
sweet.
So there's one. It's not a big scene, but there's one pivotal scene that was added from what you saw, and then the ending is changed a little bit.
Yeah,
but everything else is mostly the same. The dialogue is really heavily tweaked.
I feel like a lot of other inspirations for this too was like, I don't know if you ever saw The Ritual,
Yeah,
and then The Void also comes to mind too.
yeah.
So I don't know if anybody's checked those out. They're amazing movies, but that's just like reading a script. I'm like, I can see
Did you read it too,
inspirations
Carl?
all over. Oh yeah.
Oh, sweet. I didn't know you had read it too.
Yep.
I know Anita Clint did.
So yeah, I mean, I'm
What
like,
did you
okay.
think, Ron?
Oh, it's Jason Pitts all over it.
Yeah.
I mean, without a doubt. I mean, again, like you said, your films have a theme. You know, whether no matter how subtle it is, there's always a theme. So, you know, if you guys go to Amazon and get a script for $10, you guys can find out too. You know what kind of theme it is and what kind of movie it is, because it's going to be interesting. Again, we followed Jason from pretty much alone until now, and every one of his movies, not only have they gotten longer, they've gotten better, and he just keeps getting better, and this is no exception either. So if you can help, because again, this man sees a vision, and I like to see his visions.
Thank you.
Yep. A friend of ours popped in, Nicole. She said, "Sorry, I'm a little late. What's the title?" Forest Through the Trees.
You can get that script on Amazon for $10.
Yeah. So no, she's a good friend. She's a part of our weekend group that does the hangouts with us.
Nice.
So when I was reading through the script, I thought it was very easy to visualize, and I felt like a lot of the settings, kind of played to the strengths of say like an indie movie where you could technically do things on a pretty limited budget if you wanted to. Now there's some things where I'm like, well, maybe that'd be a little tougher, so it'd be kind of cool to see how you approach some of those things. But I think you've got a good story to go with, and I feel like I kind of guessed some of your casting decisions when I was going through there, like James Stokes. I mean, as soon as I read the Ken Williams character, I was like, that's James.
That's James.
It's him all the way. And I can totally see Olivia as Ava. So who's not with us tonight? Playing Chloe?
Oh,
Annie.
Annie.
Annie Sullivan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's playing Chloe.
Yeah, I don't know her yet. I don't think I've met her. I was kind of spying her Facebook page a little bit.
damn, spine! Did you have to use that word? Jesus,
Well, when you're-
researching.
Well, it's because I'm not Facebook friends with her yet. So
God.
technically, you're snooping somebody's page, and I feel like I'm spying on them. So
Spying, stalking, snooping, Jesus.
Stalking.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Nope, so much
Yep.
for that friend request.
Annie's already got a Facebook stalker.
Yep. And Nicole says, "Awesome! I love a good demon sacrifice story."
Yeah.
How could you
Yeah.
not?
How could you not?
Yeah.
Yep. So, Marilyn, what type of part do you have in this?
Can you guess?
I was gonna maybe. I guess it depends. Maybe we could go with maybe a Kathy, or we could go with maybe a Ruth.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm Mrs. Thompson.
Oh,
I'm the
okay.
sweet old lady. I'm the
Damn.
neighbor.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, with my little dog. And
Yeah.
I'm the neighbor that knows Chloe
Mm-hmm.
and is concerned about the family and just wants to,
Gotcha.
help. So
Sorry to say, she'd have been a badass, Ruth.
Mhm.
Just saying.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what I remember, your character likes knitting.
Yeah, out of anything to remember, you like knitting, don't you?
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. No, I guess that makes sense. I was actually thinking about when you think about the way the story runs, there's a jump in time. So
Mhm.
I thought it's possible, with the amount of time that passed, that you could have a different role. But I could totally see Mrs. Thompson.
yes, good. Me too.
Fu, what about you? Where do you fall in the spectrum here?
I will be Tim. I'm Ken's good friend.
His best friend.
Marine buddy there to support him and his daughter.
I could see that.
Mhm.
I see you got a dog tag on now.
Yep, this is actually I was a Vietnamese refugee after the Vietnam War was over, and when I came over as a year old, we all had these tags to identify us. So if we got lost, they know who we belong to. This was actually my tag when I was a year old. I keep it with me. So.
Oh wow,
Wow.
that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Let's see. Oh, Marilyn, Nicole
Shocker.
already loves you. She's into knitting.
Shocker. Sheesh. Here's my shocked face.
And we have a
Hey,
Aaron
Aaron.
Wachowski.
Oh, Aaron.
How's it going?
Hey,
man?
which one? Indent or a tourist is Aaron? Aaron
Oops,
Garing
sorry.
or Aaron Palmer?
What happened there?
Damn.
Okay, I won't.
We've been hijacked.
Yeah, look, see, that's what you get for Facebook stalking.
Yeah, Siri just jumps right in to take over this
Oh
interview.
yeah, she tries every time, but
Yeah.
we shut that
Did
down.
you guys hear all of that?
Oh yeah,
I did
I
hear about that.
said stop, and she goes, "Okay, I won't."
and this is exactly why I don't have an iPhone.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So-
Sherry.
So, Marilyn, how are you prepping for your role? Are you like going to hang out with a bunch of old people and learning how to knit and stuff like that, or
I'm old, so I don't have to hang out with old people. So
I was just saying, I would come through that
That's cool.
screen and bitch smack you for that one, Clint.
what are you talking
Hanging out-
about?
Hanging out with old people knitting. Jeez.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
know.
gonna have to.
Marilyn's
I'm
only
gonna
40
have
years old.
Yeah, she doesn't do any of that stuff. I'm like, she's got to learn.
She's only 40 years old. She don't hang out with old people.
Yeah, no, and I'm pretty sure I won't be good at knitting, so I need to actually like work on that a little bit.
Okay.
I think my daughter's got some knitting needles, so I can get those. I think so.
Okay.
Just tell Charlie not to get a close up of you, and you'll be fine.
Well, as you saw in the comments, we have a friend, and maybe we could get her to help you out
Okay.
if that's really
That'd be
something you want
great.
to do.
Yeah, that'd be great.
She would do it too.
Mhm. All right. Well,
Well, good night, folks.
No.
Kidding.
good night. That's all I got.
No.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's going to be a blast. I mean, and the fact that look who you got working with you too again, Charlie Brady. I mean,
Yeah.
God, the man knows how to do everything: camera, lighting, cinematography. Man's amazing.
He's pretty amazing. Huge part, valued member of my team. So yeah,
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Oh, I would hope so.
Yeah.
I would hope
You
so.
do have a good production team, and I mean that's been clear from the start. I mean the I think we talked about this before. The quality just improves from
Mhm.
each one to the next, and I feel like everything gets a little neater, a little tighter. Sound gets a little better, video gets a little nicer. Edits are really good. I mean,
Yeah,
you've
I mean,
definitely got.
after when the Stairs Creek, we got to a point where it was just like, I think we're ready for an original feature film. We did a feature film with Voorhees, but it wasn't original fan film.
Mhm.
So we just felt like it was time to level up. So we're swinging for the fences.
Mhm.
That's how you do it. Go hard or go home.
That's fantastic.
Now, Vu, I'm going to ask you this because I have to know this. So, you said you've seen Jason's stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, take us through your journey from Alone and from the beginning to where we are now, and what did you think of all of his stuff?
Well, I mean, I've only actually seen Voorhees and
Okay.
When the Stairs Creek, and two totally different experiences for me. I mean, Voorhees. I mean, any fan of horror, I mean, it was just like, and I was just everything being thrown in the way it was just like I love fan films, but this one had so much in it. I was actually shocked this was done in this area. I was like, wow, like this came from us, and but then when I saw On the Stairs Creek, I was like, different tone, a different feeling, but it was like the same. It was hard to know it was the same person. It was like Jason did this one too, and the diversity between the two is like, wow, that's pretty cool. And versatility between the two is pretty cool. So I'm looking forward to see what he can do with this. I mean, after I read the script, like, oh, this is really going to take it to the next level.
Mhm. Is there anything that you can say that you're working on to put yourself into this character?
I mean,
Nate, how do you play a Marine? You know what I mean?
I'm approaching more as this guy is the guy who's there to back up his friend, and then that's one of the things I'm just really good at in life in general. A lot of people come to me on a regular basis when they need something. It's like, hey, Vu, I'm going to this. Could you help me through whatever? And I'm always there for them. So I'm kind of just playing on that strength because that's my character in this. But for me, what made me really want to be in it was just the way. I won't give away anything, but my part in it near the end and stuff like that is that I love that kind of an ending for a character like mine. I never got to do something like that. I really wanted to do something like that, but won't give anything away. But I'm looking forward to that scene.
Must be a new scene.
No, it's the very last scene in the script. In the version that you got.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Well, see, I'm a big fan of like movies like Creepshow, and then the more recently the series. I just got done watching the latest season, and I was there thinking, I've always wanted to be in a show like that. You know, Creepshow is a totally different flavor than what this is, but the fact that this is actually horror and then having the sort of twists and stuff in it made me go, oh, I'm so glad I'm a part of this, because it's kind of like the same thing for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What? There's twists?
I never would have suspected.
Mm-hmm. Watch alone. You'll see all kinds of twists.
I need to.
Yeah, you need to. Trust me. Oh, her eyes lit up for that one, of course. That's amazing. Hey, speaking of which, Jason, so
Yes.
would an anthology ever be in your future?
Yeah, I can do that. An anthology. I mean, that was the original idea behind the Lone Saga. Is like
True.
an anthology of 4 films that kind of have an overarching story as well.
Would you ever do one like Creepshow or Shriek Show or anything like that? Just like one movie with like 8 movies in it?
Yeah.
Do it.
That'd be cool to do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always I loved Tales from the Crypt and Creepshow, all of those. A lot of fun.
Oh boy, here we go. I knew we were gonna get this one. All right. Forgive me, guys. I just saw that Vu was in Bill and Ted Face the Music. Did you have a chance to work with William Sadler? She is I'm talking
The biggest.
Die Hard.
Did you get to dance with the Reaper?
I really wish I would have. I mean, what I did in that was so disconnected from what they did. Basically, at the end of the movie, if you haven't seen the movie, at the end of the movie, they kind of show all the people in the world celebrating along with Bill and Ted. And what they did was they asked fans to send in video footage of themselves performing as if we're in that scene. And me and my son and my daughter, we filmed ourselves doing it, and we sent it in, and they picked us and put us in there. So when you watch the credits, when they're sort of ending the movie and they're showing the world celebrating with Bill and Ted, they show clips of all these people doing it, and you can see that I have 2 shots in it. I have one shot with my kids, and we're sitting there playing their fake instruments, and then another shot, which is my favorite shot, is I have an accordion, and I'm just jamming on this accordion. But what makes it cool is right before my shot, they show Weird Al, who actually submitted himself as he actually submitted as a normal person. He didn't tell them that he's going to do it. He sent it in, and they picked him. So they played him, and then a couple people more, and they showed me like, "Oh, I followed Weird Al. It's awesome!" And it's pretty cool. If you watch the ending, you'll see me. It's a quick shot. I got a big long beard, long hair. I look stupid, but I got an accordion. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
So cool.
More than what I can say. I've been in credits with an accordion.
Yeah, I've not done anything like that. I've only done this. So.
I can't say that I've done voiceover. I did a voiceover with Jen Angle and Body Count.
Oh, look at you!
Weren't you an extra?
I did.
See, so shut your face. I'm a voice actor. You're an actor.
Oh,
boom.
We'll see if I make the cut. I'm in the background when it comes out.
I know I make the cut because I was the only one that auditioned for it. So if I didn't make it, meh.
Mm-hmm.
I tried.
Yeah. So, Jason, the script as I have it here is about 85 pages long. I mean, how do you think that will translate as far as like a general length of a movie?
I think it'll be about an hour and a half.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. I don't want it to be more than 100 minutes. When horror films like this start getting to that range more than that, I think it's probably a little too long. But yeah, we're aiming for about an hour and a half.
Okay. So it's cool that you got a feature here, basically.
Yeah.
And um, so what type of time frame do you think you're looking at as far as gearing up when you think you might actually start shooting something?
Our first week of shooting is early May, so I think it's like the first week of May.
Okay.
And because of my job, I took 2 weeks off earlier this year in March because I was AD on a film called shoot,
Enthralled.
Enthralled. Yes, thank you, Marilyn.
You're
It's like
welcome.
my brain just like
Yeah.
went blank on me.
It's okay.
Yeah, I shoot a film called Enthralled. I was AD on it, and it was a 2 week shoot. It was actually more than 2 weeks, but this segment was 2 weeks. And when I was doing that, everything at work just kind of went crazy, and I was told I was not able to take more than a week off at a time anymore.
Oh wow.
So we have to, because of that, we have to shoot it in three blocks of 5 days, a total of 15 days. So the first week is going to be early May, and then the second week is going to be early June, and then the third week is going to be late June. So
Okay. Well, it sounds like wow. 3
Yeah,
weeks.
that's exactly what that sounded like. Was
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
It works out though because there's 3 main locations,
Okay.
and I've been working on the shooting schedule, and it's working out to where we can basically each week is in a different like main location. The first week we are shooting all of the cabin scenes, like everything that happens in the cabin is going to be the first week. Then the second week is going to be all of the like the cult compound scenes. So everything that happens at that compound we can do in the second week, and then the third week is everything that happens at the house, kind of in the beginning of the film, like the first act. So it's pretty cool. It worked out that way.
Yeah. That's neat. Yeah.
Dude's face was
there won't
hilarious.
be
He was
a
like,
lot of
what did I
moving
sign? He's
around
like, what did I sign
in the
up
same
for?
week.
Dude's like terrified now. He's all of a sudden going to drop off the call and be like, I don't know what I signed up for.
He's like, peace out.
Is weather already a thing in May? Is it already hot, or is it just getting hot?
It's springtime still. It can be uncomfortably hot a little bit and start to get that way. Obviously, there's always the potential of severe storm weather.
Mhm.
This film, there's a lot of interior stuff. A lot of it is inside. There's very few outside stuff, which is good.
Mhm.
So that'll be in our favor, I think, if anything like that happens. I'm worried about the one in late June. Like that's all going to be at the house, which should be, that'll be better.
Yeah.
That's when it really starts getting hot. I did a film. I was second AD on it in Little Rock a year and a half ago in late June, and God, it was so hot. It was like 100. I do not recommend it. We had an entire day out at a park with no shade or anything. It sucked.
Ugh,
So,
sounds
it was
miserable.
brutal. Yeah.
It does sound awful.
So are these locations that, okay, without trying to spoil anything, trying not to. So are these ones that you guys are renting, paying for?
I'm still in the process of securing them.
Okay.
I've almost got the cult compound locked down. It's kind of going to be a mishmash of two separate locations. I can pretty much say that's 100% from my conversations. I'd say it's about like 95%.
Okay.
And tomorrow I'm actually location scouting with our art director tomorrow on both of those locations, and I hope to nail them down tomorrow. Like I make it 100%.
Awesome.
The cabin, I'm scouting it on Sunday, and I hope to lock that down with the owner of the cabin. The house, the suburban house, has proven to be the hardest location. I don't have any leads for that. I am probably going to have to just Airbnb it. I reached out to 3 different Airbnbs in the area that kind of have that look of what I'm going for. And one of them got back to me today, and I told them, hey, we're shooting a horror film. Would you be open to that if we rent the house? And can we shoot out front? And would it bother your neighbors or whatever? And they're like, as long as you've cleaned up any fake blood, we're okay with it. So that does look promising. So
Big thumbs up there.
yeah.
It's always good when people are game to play along.
When they're worried about cleaning up fake blood, and that's the only prerequisite.
Although I do find it strange that the title has the words forest and trees in it, and it's mostly going to be indoors.
Yeah, what the hell, Jason?
Well, it's indoors in
herring.
the woods. Yeah. It's more of a, like, it has to do with the location as well, but it's more of a metaphor title.
Mm-hmm. I got you. I wondered about that, and what does the title generally mean to you?
Well, without giving a whole lot away, how much of what is around Chloe that she sees with her eyes that she isn't really seeing?
Nice.
That was pretty damn good. I got to give you that. That was pretty good.
Yeah. It does mean a bit more now, I guess.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely do.
All right.
Anything else you guys want to talk about? Want to make sure everybody gets some good
I would
time.
like to talk about Vu for a minute. This guy is pretty awesome. I don't know if you guys follow his Facebook. You definitely should.
Not yet, but I will.
Yeah, Vu, like everything you share about like all of the like, do you know these kids personally?
I don't. I run across their stories, and then I feel for them, every one of them. What happened was, for those of you who don't know, I post updates of select children who have cancer or are sick with other forms of sickness, and just had to let people know how they're doing. A couple years ago, I ran across one child, and I followed his stories through a year, and then from the point where he was dealing with leukemia to the point that he was cured of it, and he's actually living very healthy and normal life now, and it's just amazing. But after he was cured, I wasn't seeing any updates from him anymore, and I got to the point where, like, you know what, I'm addicted to knowing these kids' stories and knowing what they're going through. So I started just seeking out other ones, and now on a regular basis, I just get these updates from all these children, and I share them on my Facebook, and kind of just anyone else who's interested to see, this is what these people are going through, this is what their children are going through, their families going through, and it helps me too. It helps me ground myself, seeing that my life isn't as bad as it could be, and these kids here, they need to know, people need to know that they're going through this, and so that's kind of why I have my Facebook for. So
yeah, that's amazing, Boo. That's awesome. Just taking the time to share their stories. My hat is off to you.
Thank you.
And I do like reading them. And one thing I noticed is you don't get a lot of likes and stuff on them, but people do see them.
That's what I've heard. Thank you.
Yeah.
And if you haven't followed him, you should go check it out, because his most recent picture that was from September 16th. All I'm going to say is there's a bathtub involved, and I just liked it. So now I'm
on occasion, I'll post a few things about myself, and it's usually related to my acting or some of the modeling stuff I've done. So you'll see other stuff on occasion.
I'm going to get unfriend and Isaac, be like, this dude like my picture? Unfriend? Weirdo. No, that's, dude, I mean, that's, there needs to be more people in the world like that actually, care about, not saying people don't care about children, but, the world we're in today, I mean, just having that, that outlet, that just shows the kind of person that you are. So, thank you for doing that for them, because that's, the kind of world we live in. We need more of that.
Yeah. Sometimes stories like that have a tendency to get lost, and people will walk around not aware that there's more that they can do. So it's pretty cool to find that and share it and show it to more people. So yeah,
thank you.
That's very awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'd like to say real quick.
Sure.
When I saw that Marilyn got cast in that role, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm not gonna give anything away, but I was like, I cannot wait to see this. This is gonna be amazing. So I'm so happy that you got that, everyone.
Oh,
I'm-
thank you so much, Vu.
I'm kind of excited for that too because
Yeah.
you know the character feels like almost like something that you can draw from some other things that you've already done. If I'm being honest with you, much like your character in Alone. I mean, you've got the ability to play that that nice, kind-hearted woman who wants to be helpful and be caring, but also show another side.
Yep. And Vu, like I said, if you haven't seen Alone, man, it's on YouTube. It's how long is it, Jason?
It's like 23 minutes.
23 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna see it
It's
now.
best 23
Go watch
minutes of Marilyn you'll ever see in your life.
I highly recommend watching Masquerade as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
definitely.
Right after.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
only a few minutes longer. Something, what, 27, 29, something like that?
No, it's like 38. I think.
38.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Mhm.
jeez. Sorry.
It goes fast. Yep.
It does go fast. Yeah.
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 No doubt
Definitely
about it.
does. Mhm.
Marilyn,
Well,
anything you want to talk about?
I was just going to say to Vu, I'm excited to work with you. I don't know that we have any scenes together, but I'll try to be on set, especially when you're on set.
Oh, absolutely. I'm glad we actually have a project together.
Yeah, me too. I'm so excited.
Jason, make sure it ain't the last one.
You guys know each other, like away from filming? Or?
We've kind of crossed through different
paths?
avenues of things that we've seen each other doing and stuff, but we've
Yeah.
not yet worked together. I mean, I think the last one was the one that filmed in Pea Ridge. I think you were in a scene, but at a different time than I was, so we didn't actually get to work together.
Right.
Yeah, but this would be our
You
first
both,
one.
you both were in Enthralled as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, there you go.
There
So
you go.
We got two.
Yeah.
Number
You played
three.
a doctor in Enthralled, and you were in the bookstore.
Yep.
Nice.
Very cool.
Small
world.
See? Exactly. We can finish our own sentences. That's how small. the
That's
world
right.
is.
Who he also I have a friend who does Star Trek fan films,
Oh, yeah.
and it's like he does an amazing job. You guys like are impressed by Voorhees, what this guy does with these Star Trek things will blow your mind. And Vu got cast in one of his, and Vu did awesome in it. It's so fun.
I won't give anything away on that one, but that was a fun shoot. I enjoyed that.
Is that out?
Yeah,
They're re-editing it, I think, and they're just finishing up some little touches, and they'll be out sometime soon.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We'll check that out.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
So, being a fan film, does that mean it's going to appear on YouTube?
yeah, it's on YouTube. He has a it's called the Avalon Universe.
Okay.
Star Trek Avalon Universe on they got like something like thousands of followers, but he's got a whole world universe that he's built, dozens and dozens of shows.
Wow.
So
That's impressive.
amazing work. Yeah, very impressive.
Well, I might have to give that a try. I have a very extreme Star Trek fan in the house.
Oh yeah, I
so,
recommend it. Jason Durkee, you guys know him? Have you guys
Yeah.
ever talked to him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't think I've spoken to him, but I've seen him act in a couple of your films.
Mm-hmm.
He has a role as a Klingon in one of those episodes, and the makeup is insanely good. It looks fantastic.
Yeah. No, I think I saw him in When the Stairs Creak and Voorhees After the Beast.
After the beast, yeah.
Yeah. Which that one's really cool. That one needs to get a few more views, I think.
Yeah, I'm shocked it only has like 1,500 views.
Yeah.
We're gonna
But,
put on. We're gonna put it on
I'm
Facebook.
really
page.
proud. I'm really proud of the transformation scene.
Mhm.
I thought that turned out amazing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think it's up there with anything from Jason Goes to Hell that they have.
Yeah.
I would
and
agree.
then, recreating the decapitation scene from Mrs. Voorhees, I'm really proud of that too.
Mhm.
Be proud of all your stuff.
That was really good.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if nobody else has anything, I want to keep it nice and short and sweet because it's Friday, it's a holiday. Want to make sure everybody, has a down night.
Well, I just
and
want
has
to
a
thank
good
you
time.
guys for having us on. I really, really appreciate it. You
Anytime.
guys have been nothing
Yeah.
but supportive. So
Well,
anything
won't
I can
stop.
do for you guys, just let me know.
Absolutely. No, you do enough, man. We
just keep coming on and
Yep.
and making cool things to watch, and we'll keep rounding up as many of our good friends to help spread the word and support.
Yep.
Absolutely. Anything about the project that you want to share on the page, or you want us to share on the page, just feel free to send it along. I don't know if you're going to be doing a crowdfunder to try to offset some of the costs of this.
Yeah, it's we have a GoFundMe out for it
Okay.
right now. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay,
I don't know, we didn't really touch on it, but so I spent like 6 months trying to raise the funds for this
Mhm.
while I was working on the script. And I there was a couple times where I really thought I had an investor, and then it fell through. And I finally just got to the point where I was just like, I if I'm not willing to bet on myself, how can I expect somebody else to? Type thing.
Right.
So I decided to self-fund it with my Lucid Lake Pictures LLC. I'm basically using that to get a business loan, and that's what we're paying. That's how we're doing it. The budget's like $50,000, so that's where we're at.
Yeah. So, and to follow that up, I mean, are you going to be like trying to seek distribution after the fact? And
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I am right now the plan every November. There's something called the American Film Market, AFM. It happens in November in Santa Monica, LA.
Mhm.
And I plan on taking this to that next year. There's also a distributor in Canada I've been kind of talking to, and they're interested, but they I've sent them the pitch deck and everything. They're interested, but they want to wait and see the movie, which is fair.
Yeah, that's 100% fair.
Sure.
But I have a foot in the door somewhere.
Yeah, there you go.
And taking it to AMF, I think, is going to help, or AFM.
Yeah.
I'm not good with letters.
Wow. At least he's honest. He didn't watch Sesame Street growing up. Yeah, as usual, guys. It's fun as always. Jason's always great having you on, Marilyn. I'm glad you came back. Vu, man, hope to see more of you, without a doubt, man. As you know, hopefully, if you're not in a lot more Jason stuff, if you're around, let us know, and we'll have you on to talk about it. But man, you're running with a good crowd. There's no doubt about it. Jason's got some just quality stuff, and you can't go wrong with him, man. And again, if you're gonna bet on a horse, I'd go all in on Jason without a doubt.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Definitely, so are we. So, guys, help these guys out. GoFundMe. We'll put the link on our Facebook page as we usually do. This is already going to be on YouTube once we end the stream. And man, check it out. Clint, you got anything else to add, brother man?
No, I just want to thank you all again for coming. Marilyn, it's so wonderful to see you again, and please excuse my bad jokes from earlier.
No,
Mine too.
Vu, it was incredible to meet you, and I'm super excited to see how this thing turns out, and hopefully we'll get to see a lot more of you. Jason, we love you. As always, we're going to continue to support you, and anything we can do, we'll try our best.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Love you guys. Love you guys out there, and we'll
Yeah.
talk to you guys later.
yeah.
All right.
Thank you
See
so
y'all
much.
later.
All right.
Good night now.
Marilyn, I'll see you tomorrow.